A Cat and His Boy is a bite-sized adventure game about the horrors of the infinite universe and our own relative insignificance in the scope of eternity. I'm not paraphrasing or poeticizing here, they tell you that in the opening narration. Basically, a boy feels really sad and inconsequential. Then he gets a cat. This cat is even smaller and more inconsequential than him, but it is full of life and hope, and it uplifts the boy out of his depressive slump. It's a good premise to work with, and that's about all the game has going for it. A Cat and His Boy is plainly disinterested in answering or pondering any of its own existential quandaries. The boy feels better by the end because the cat is able to do things around the house that offer him momentary joy, like fixing the radio, playing Game Boy, and putting away socks. And the moral here, I imagine, is that none of us have the answers, so it's better to just enjoy yourself and ignore the festering warts of worrisome existentialism. We're all small in our own way, and meaning is relative. You get the picture. But the game presents this in a fairly unhealthy light. Whenever the boy is given the opportunity to understand others, understand new perspectives, or reach out to grasp greater empathy, he curls back into a singular, individualist perspective. This could be interpreted as the preservation of innocence, but I think it's the preservation of ignorance. So yeah, I'm not a fan. As to the gameplay itself, it's functional. The environments are poorly constructed, with the pixel art often lacking in contrast, definition, or proper scale and perspective. Every interactable object is still highlighted really well, but it's almost highlighted too well. There's no real need to explore, just rub yourself up against every conspicuous object and press the interact key. You'll be done with the game in no time. I mean, there's also a brief platforming segment including bottomless pits and bounce pads, but that ruins the down-to-earth atmosphere. It feels completely out of nowhere, and it's as rudimentary as it could be. Worst of all, the game has an unerring, unintentional air of arrogance and self-importance. At the end, one of the characters breaks the fourth wall to straight up say, "Who knew video games could help people?" Well, I did. I knew. All art everywhere is made to assist others in some capacity, including games. And if this game also assisted others, as I'm sure it did, I'm grateful for that, but it's still tone deaf and lacking self-awareness to point it out so explicitly like this. A Cat and His Boy plainly didn't put in the work to tug on anyone's heartstrings, but it still demands to be seen as sentimental anyway. And I can't stand that.